"Sir, please, my mommy's crying in the bathroom, she's been crying for so long." The tiny voice trembled like a candle in the wind. A little boy, no more than 6, stood in the doorway of the CEO's restroom at his corporate headquarters, his fingers tightly gripping his worn school bag. His big brown eyes begged for help, for someone to notice what he had been silently enduring. And that someone, just happened to be Ethan Carter, the youngest and most intimidating CEO in the city, known for shutting down factories, firing directors, and building a billion-dollar empire with a single expressionless look. He was the last person anyone expected to care. But when the boy tugged on his sleeve again and whispered, "Please don't tell mommy I asked, she doesn't like to worry other people," something inside him cracked. A memory, his own mother crying alone, begging for help that never came, burned through his cold exterior. To everyone watching, don't swipe away. Something extraordinary is about to happen. If this moment touches your heart even a little, make sure to like the video and subscribe, because kindness is what keeps stories like this alive. Ethan knelt down, face softer than anyone in the building had ever seen. "Where is she?" The boy pointed toward the ladies' bathroom. Ethan asked his assistant to clear the entire floor, ignoring shocked looks and whispered gasps. With cautious steps, he approached the door and knocked gently. "Ma'am, are you okay? Can I help?" A choked sob answered him. He slowly pushed the door open, only to see a young woman in a faded uniform, hugging her knees beside the sink. Her eyes swollen, hands shaking, uniform stained with cleaning supplies. When she looked up and saw him, she panicked, wiping tears desperately. I'm sorry, sir, I'll get back to work, please don't fire me." Her voice cracked like her heart might shatter next. Ethan shook his head. "I'm not here to fire you." But she kept apologizing, words tripping over sobs. She stood too quickly, nearly collapsing, and Ethan reached forward to steady her. She froze, embarrassed. "My mom's just tired," the boy said, hugging her waist. "She works all night and morning, and the landlord said we will be kicked out if she doesn't pay today." Ethan noticed bruises hidden beneath her sleeves, exhaustion etched into every feature. She was someone the world stepped over, someone who still smiled for her child every single day. "What's your name?" Ethan asked gently. Mariah, she whispered, ashamed. "And this strong young man?" The boy puffed up. "Ian." Ethan smiled. "Ian, can I borrow your mom for a few minutes? I promise she'll come back smiling." Ian nodded cautiously. Ethan helped Mariah sit on a bench nearby and gave her water. "Why didn't you tell the company? You're struggling. There are programs." She shook her head fiercely. "Help isn't free. People judge. They ask questions. They look at you like garbage." Tears slipped again. "I've always been able to fight. But today, I can't anymore." Her words punched Ethan in the chest. He remembered nights he slept hungry, hearing his own mother cry behind a closed door. He had vowed wealth would erase suffering, but what good was success if those around him still lived in pain? "I should have noticed," he whispered to himself, then louder, "I'm so sorry you've been going through this alone." Mariah stared at him, stunned. CEOs weren't supposed to apologize. He stood and made a decision that would change both their lives. "You're not working as a janitor anymore," Ethan said. "Starting today, you'll be part of the administrative staff. Better salary, full housing support, and medical coverage." Mariah gasped, backing away. No, sir, please don't joke. I never finished school, I can't." "You survived life," he said firmly. "That experience is your qualification." She covered her mouth as new tears fell, this time, full of disbelief. "And Ian." Ethan looked at the boy. "How would you like to go to the best school in the city?" Ian's eyes widened like stars. "Will they let me?" "Yes," Ethan smiled. "They'll be lucky to have you." Mariah fell to her knees, hugging her son, crying harder. "Thank you, I don't know how to repay." "You already did," Ethan whispered. "You reminded me what real strength looks like." He guided them out of the restroom, past startled employees who watched their cold CEO, caring. That day became the turning point in the company. Ethan initiated new employee welfare programs, scholarships for workers' children, mental health support, emergency funds. He personally checked in on Mariah and Ian, ensuring they never fell through the cracks again. Months passed, Ian excelled in school. Mariah bloomed into confidence, no longer hiding her smile. One evening, as Ethan prepared to leave, Ian ran into his arms. "Sir, Mommy doesn't cry in the bathroom anymore. She laughs now." Ethan swallowed a lump in his throat. "That's because she's stronger than anyone. Like you." Ian grinned. Ethan glanced at Mariah, standing proud, hopeful, her eyes saying thank you in a way words never could. And maybe, just maybe, the CEO wasn't lonely anymore either. If you're still watching, remember this: sometimes the smallest cry for help can rescue the coldest heart.